Hello, everyone, and welcome to BFM 3130. This is part 2 of lecture 4. Now, in part 1 of lecture 4, we talked about the ideas and the generation of ideas, and we talked about some process around that. Now, in part 2, which is this part, we'll talk about the business models in fintech. Now, the business models in fintech is actually related to the ideas, which we have already just talked about it, but there are so many of them. We are focusing in our discussion, and the guest speaker, when he comes also, all of them were talking about BMC, which is the business model canvas. It is the state of the art of those models, but as there are so many other models, which means when you are generating the ideas, you are coming through those models, and I want you to look at them. I listed here around 9 models, of course, headed by the business model canvas, because business model canvas is combining so many items inside it. But let me start with those models. We'll start first by the this is the models, as I told you. We start with the brainstorming. Brainstorming in any startup or company that is starting any entrepreneurship, then you will have to go through this brainstorming. So the brainstorming is a creative group activity where participants will gather. So if you are 5 in a group or partners in a group, 5 groups in a company, then you are generating a wide range of ideas without immediate judgment or evaluation of any idea. Then the goal is to encourage free thinking and explore variety of potential solutions. Of course, everybody will bottom them, will have their output, and then there will be that brainstorming will increase actually and bring 5 minds instead of 1 mind. Now, example of that is, say, a fintech startup might use brainstorming to generate ideas for new financial products. The team could gather to brainstorm various ways to improve financial inclusion, such as developing micro-saving app for low-income users, or creating a platform for peer-to-peer lending in underserved market. So all of them will come with the ideas, how they can want to do it. Of course, everybody has his background and imagination and market research and info. So they will put their ideas, and then they will just make some type of iteration for those ideas. But everybody is free to talk about their ideas. Then they will just frame it to take it down. It's like a part of discussion, which we call it brainstorming. Now, we can do brainstorming in so many things, but we are not talking here about fintech and the context of fintech startups. The first one who start with this is, Osborne in 1953, and this is a very, very old book. You can write. Everybody cite this writer, but he's the one who start with this applied imagination, and he talked about the principles and procedures of creative problem solving, and he talked about brainstorming. So I bring the book if you want to look at it or look part of it or read review about it. Number 1 and number 2 is mind mapping. Now, mind mapping is a visual technique for exploring ideas by creating a diagram that connects related concepts. So you will put all those nodes of those ideas, for example, for the solution of the problem that you're happy in. This is in the ideation stage. You will find all of those, and then you start to combine the ideas. It helps in organizing thoughts and identifying relationships between different aspects of an idea. Example, an entrepreneur could use a mind map to explore various aspects of a new cryptocurrency wallet. The central idea is a cryptocurrency wallet. may branch out into sub-ideas. So the main ideas, which is cryptocurrency wallet, the mind mapping may take you to sub-ideas like security features, user experience, supported coins, and revenue model, helping to structure and expand the concept, which is the main one. This is the main concept, and then it goes to other concepts. As I told you, this is the reference, Potsdam 2006, and you can read about it. This is a modern book, and the overview of the book is here. You don't have to read about the book. You can go to YouTube, for example, and write about this writer, and you will find some people who explain the concepts very easy with giving you more examples. Number 3 is the Scamba. Scamba technique is actually a very interesting one. And actually, it's, this one is very interesting because Scamba is an acronym for substitute, combine, adopt, modify, and put to another use, which means in this case, you will come to the current practice of any app. For example, you are talking about payments or cross-country payments or cryptocurrencies. Then you will start and try to look at those. Maybe you substitute the functions, and the app, maybe combine some of the app function, maybe adopt new ones, maybe you modify them, maybe you put to another use. So you are talking you take the status quo and started to make this scampering thing, which you can substitute, combine, adopt, modify, and put to another use. So Scamber stands for substitute, combine, adopt, and the rest. Now, example, a fintech company could apply Scamber for technique to an existing mobile banking app. They might explore ideas like substituting traditional account setup process, which we use now. We use biometric now, identification. We can substitute that, or combine banking services with investment options, which means you take the current account, the wallet, and you merge it and combine it with the savings, where you can have more view of your cold money, where you can invest it. More about this if you are going to read. And as I told you, if you are not interested in books, you can just go to YouTube, which is a worldwide source of information. You can have that, and it will give you more information, and people will describe more about Scamber. And they will give you more examples. But this is the thing which I think you can use it. If you are going to develop ideas, you can take one of the ideas which we have, one of the apps you have, and we have all those companies working in payment and remittance and insurtech and robot tech and robot advisors and all of those things, and you start to try to do the Scamber. The third one is this is the Scamber technique, as I told you, is another idea of generating tool, which can, another idea generating tool, which can be used individually or in group situations like brainstorming sessions. Now you can combine more of those techniques when you are developing the idea after, of course, the market research and the information you already gathered. So Scamber works by recognizing that most innovations had its roots in the existing one, but with something different. Given that most useful ideas will not likely be overly radical, Scamber offers a quick yet powerful way to generate new ideas through asking questions about the problems or solutions at hand. Scamber is an acronym with each letter standing for, as I told you, substitute, combine, adopt, modify, and put to another use. Okay. This is another, explanation about those 5, the substitute, the combining, the adopting, the maximizing, the put to other news, eliminate, and sometimes rearrange and reverse. So all of those, you can look at them in an existing technology and try to make these adoptions to come with a new product, to come with a new solution. Design thinking. Design thinking is the one which we are talking about. Design thinking is just a very systematic one, which actually the Compass, the BMC work through it. You will have to make description, which means design thinking is a user-centered approach to problem solving. You have to define the problem, ideate the solution, prototype it, and test it. I think this is what we are doing, and or maybe most of you will do. So a team working for a fintech solution. This is an example of it. A team working on a fintech solution for budgeting might start by empathizing with users through interviews and surveys, define the problem. This is the identification part, and this is actually the market research. And you can talk about Brown. So many people talk about this design thinking. And as I told you, you can see it in any source. Brown, 2008, wrote about it extensively, and so many writers. Now, this is interesting, the blue ocean strategy. Blue ocean strategy is just something who is rebellion, which means they want to leave the current system, which we call it the red ocean, to the blue ocean. And I will explain it now. So blue ocean strategy involves creating a new market space called blue ocean, rather than competing in the existing arena, which is the red ocean. It focuses on innovation and differentiation to create value where competition is irrelevant. Example of fintech startup may use blue ocean strategy to develop completely new type of financial services, such as platform that provides automated financial planning based on user behavior, which doesn't directly compete with the traditional financial advisory services. Look at this one now. For example, here, this is the red ocean strategy, and this is the blue ocean. The red ocean, which is the current one, you compete in existing market. You want to enter the market, and you want to, for example, the payment system, people who are using the wallets and the e-wallets, you expect by 2028, according to Statista, as I show you, around 31 million of the Malaysians, if we are talking about Malaysia, will be having access to internet, which means most of them now able to use that, wallets and other online financial services. Now, you can compete with those companies with the same technologies, and you want to take part of their market. Now, the blue ocean say no, create an contested market space, which means you come with a different market. You shift from the current market, maybe you come with a new product. You can be in the red ocean, you want to compete and beat the competition and be better than them. So you compete with them maybe on the price, maybe you compete them in the other things. But in the blue ocean thinking, you make the competition irrelevant, which means you will go to an area where the competition actually, whatever they do, they are irrelevant to what you are doing. And this is, if you are going to take this thinking, that means you are coming with, you want everything to be different, the market different, the product different. Even when we talked about exploiting the existing demand, which is the market, current market, no, in this case, you want to create a new and capture new demand, okay? The third one, you make value cost trade-off, which means you are aware your product is based on how much they gave you and how much you spend on it. This is a cost, what you call it, a value cost trade-off. You want to break that value cost trade-off and think differently about it in the blue ocean, which means you want to break that concept with the new product. you want to align the red ocean, say align here, align the whole system of firms' activities with strategic choice of differentiation or low cost. So these people are talking about differentiation and low cost. You are talking in the blue ocean about align the whole system of a firm's activities in pursuit of differentiation and low cost. Um, so it's actually different from what the red ocean is, red ocean approach. So as you can see, it's a new market, and new product, and new demand, free of competition. Of course, you will be competition will follow you later on, but when you start, it will be like free competition. And it's different from the usual practice, the current practice. So not defined as an approach to innovation, this method. A blue ocean strategy is actually banked on innovation as it pursues the creation of new market space with an offering that has no immediate competition. Competition will come, but when you started, there is no competition, which means this is very innovative one. Now, TRIZ theory of innovation, it's another model. TRIZ is a systematic approach to problem solving that uses patterns of problems and solutions derived from the analyzing existing interventions. Let me give you this example. In the following, a secure yet user-friendly authentication method for fintech app, TRIZ might help by identifying a way to resolve this conflict between security and ease of use. Now, the more you give security, as we know, the more the use of the app will be more difficult. And maybe we noticed that, you know, two-step authentication sometimes, sometimes they just they log you off of the system if there is something suspicious. Sometimes if you enter to, especially in banking or in wallets, if you type your password 2 times, 3 times, they will stop you. Sometimes they will take you out, and then they will maybe suspend the account. You need maybe 1 day or 24 hours to come back. So security, as you see, is very, very, very strict. You know, it makes a headache, and it convert the use to be very difficult. And that is for a good purpose, which is security. But now, if you can get a combination where you can get security and ease of use better than what the market has, then this is how the rates are. I mean, you focus in this issue. You focus in your app that without compromising security, you want to keep the ease of use. And that should be very innovative. And it's a way of innovation and model. This we already know, the BMC. And BMC is actually, I already shared it with you, and it's here. If you click this link, it will show you the BMC. Well, Daniel, when he comes to our class, and with the slides I share with you now, and this link, you will find so many things about BMC, which is because it combines the gains, the pains of the customers with the solutions, and then it creates a value proposition. Then you have to look at the resources, then you have to look at the revenue stream, and then the cost, items, and then you have to compare with them, and then you have to come with the profit as you will decide whether it's profitable or not profitable. The whole project after considering all this baggage, and BMC is actually a very comprehensive one. Out of the BMC, we talk about the minimum variable product. It's also which comes after the BMC in our example, because when we finish the identification of the problem and the ideation of the problem, and so getting the solution after concluding what the customer wants, and we started to build the BMC, then we can come up to the testing, which is introducing the minimum viable products, is actually another model. Value proposition canvas is, you can take it as part of Canvas, and or I can take it with the whole framework of Canvas. So value proposition, which you, as I told you, you identify the needs, the wants, the gain and the pains, and the wants of the customer, and you will see the channels and how can you do it. And this is actually in that part of the right model of Canvas, the business model canvas, stands the value proposition canvas. And also this is a link to the model, and it's here. I think we have studied many things today, and this is part 2, but maybe the new things for you was the TRIZ, the Blue Ocean, and the Scamper. Scampering is a very nice thing. So when you are developing your ideas, you are not I know maybe all of this in the back of your mind, but you are following the ideas, and actually you are in a position, based on the research, you are in a position to come to your concept. So when you are coming to your concept, of course, you want to relate what you are doing in your write-up to some type of theory or some type of modeling. This is the modeling, which is, I think, some of them already in your mind. Is just you want to see whether you are going to do scampering, whether you are going to do Blue Ocean. All of those are actually ways to deal with ideating the idea, the concept of the business concept. Thank you very much. I will leave you now, and I will see you in class. Bye-bye.